Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Solaris Studio. We are performing Forces at Work, You versus Them Love Tarot reading for the month of October 2025. Now, first, let's sort out your cards and clarifications. It's a large reading, so bear with me. Very informative, a reading that I also perform in my private readings too. So hope you enjoy it if it's your first time. This is going to represent your current state, your current situation. This is going to represent their current state, their current situation. This is what you want, your intention, motivation. And this is what they want, their intention, motivation. This is how do they feel about you. This is how do you feel about them. This is going to represent what you need. This is going to represent what they need. So your next move and their next move. We also have a card to represent your hopes and fears and also their hopes and fears. So the forces in between you and where these forces are leading up to with this person. Okay, now we also need some clarifications, my friends. So bear with me. Let's have the clarifications too. By the way, there are many readings going on in the channel. I am also starting a collective series for the benefit of stray cats in my neighborhood. So you can also join me in my collective readings too. I'm very excited for this autumn season for the Northern Hemisphere. So hope you will enjoy. And very excited, my friends. Now, Aries, let's begin this reading. I'm going to now open the cards. Your current state, your current situation, you have the Two of Wands and we clarified by the Illadro reversed. Their current state, their current situation, Three of Wands, and we have the La Donna di Servizio. Okay. Now, your current state, your current situation, I feel like you are standing in a crossroad in October and you are holding a power of choice here. This is about like knowing that you can expand, but you are not quite acting yet. Illadro reverse is more of like an alert, which means you are alert than usual. You are not letting yourself to be tricked, drained, or robbed of energy anymore. In other words, you want growth, but you are cautious, watching who or what you will or who will you let in. Their current state, their current situation, we have the Three of Wands and La Donna di Servizio. They are also in the planning mode. I mean, you have the Two of Wands, they have the Three of Wands. They are also in the planning mode and they are looking ahead. But their approach is more service oriented, it seems, La Donna di Servizio. Maybe they are putting themselves in a helper role. They are showing loyalty to what they want to dedicate themselves, and maybe they are doing what's expected of them. Absolutely, they have an anticipation. There is this also undertone of waiting the right time for them. Or maybe they also need guidance from others as they are occupied with the service here. Now, let's check what you want, your intention, motivation. We have the Hangman and La Constanza. what they want and their intention, motivation. We have the Eight of Cups and the Death. Wow. Okay. Uh, we have both the Pisces cards, by the way. Hangman and the Eight of Cups are both Piscean cards. And now, you know, Saturn is back to Pisces until February for the last checks, and North Node is still in Pisces until July 2026. I can absolutely I can understand that, but the story here is you want clarity. You want clarity, I think. But you are not in rush, Hangman. You are not in rush. Um, this is showing that you are actually willing to pause, and you know it's hard for an Aries to pause. But Aries, it seems, also due to this Piscean influence, you know, Pisces tell us that we cannot force things to happen, and you are willing to pause then, and you are willing to reflect. There is also here a sacrifice for some deeper understanding. Um, and as a result of that, your motivation here is more about stability and consistency. So you don't want something fleeting here. You want what endures. You want what goes on, you know? And even this means waiting for you. You would rather build on something, I think, reliable. On the other hand, the energy is very different, my friends, because Eight of Cups and the Mortar, this person is in the intention of walking away to transform themselves. Their motivation is more about leaving behind what no longer works, can be also cutting ties. And I think they are seeking some kind of a rebirth here. Unlike your pause and, you know, preserve mode, they are in like this release and renew mode. So there are some differences there. This spread is, by the way, a great spread to really see things in a more holistic sense. When you come for private readings, for instance, we also adjust it, add more cards to see your private matter. I really recommend for those who really wants the ultimate love reading. Super comprehensive, really, and gives a lot of good understanding. For private readings, you can check the description box below. We have also the okay, now the next position was how do they feel about you? Uh, how do they feel about you? We have the Two of Swords and Lamante. And how do you feel about them? Is Ace of Swords clarified by the Domestico. Wow, Aries, your energy is really different with this person. Um, okay, so their feelings are conflicted. Okay, with towards you, they have conflicted feelings. Two of Swords, there is a hesitation, you know, indecision. They feel some kind of an emotional stalemate. Actually, they can't quite make up their mind, my friends. However, Lamante energy is here more about attraction, passion, you know, though there is a romantic pull inside. So they feel desire for you, but they are blocking it, I think, with logic and some fears, especially fear of making the wrong move, because this is a Libra card, and Libra is about strategy. And Libra energy in relationships, no random, even like the random planning, even the least random. It's a Libra card, so yes, they feel desire for you, but they are, I think, blocking it with logic. So I'm now very curious actually to see their next move. Uh, it's like their heart says yes, but their head says like not yet, if you ask me. And how do you feel about them? Okay, so you are very clear. You see them with a sharp clarity right now. There is no illusions here with your feelings because Ace of Swords energy really cuts through the illusion and confusion. And domestic energy is a very practical, very duty energy. It's helpful, but it's limited. So I think your feelings may be more rational than emotional, like you recognize their role in your life, in other people's life, but you may also sense they are holding back. So you feel they are playing safe and they are more standing in a supportive position than fully stepping up into a relationship, let's say. I think this is the best way I can put it. By the way, I want to add more cards. Absolutely. I have a lot of, decks and cards, but it's gonna take so long, guys. That's why we will do those in the private reading sections. Private readings, if you consider one. I actually like readings very comprehensive, but time is limited. So that's why now this is like for the Aries collective. It's let's give you the very impactful reading. Basic but impactful. So, okay, so now let's see the next messages. What you need? You need Five of Cups and Sacerdote. What they need Page of Wands and Imeneo. Let me see if I can add something here. Um, just a sec. I want to add something there for you, Aries. Okay, I'm adding some oracle cards to what you need as also the spiritual guidance. So, what you need, we have the clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual side to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And what they need, overcoming difficulties, Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges, it says. Okay, so, oh, this is one thing, but sorry, now I'm going to, oh, okay, sorry, I'm, just a second, I was like, this one here, and this one here. Okay. I was like, back and forth. Okay, so let's see. Uh, what you need. Um, you need healing from loss, Aries, and you need healing from disappointments because I think there's some grief here, maybe some regret, and it's still clinging to you. And Sacerdote is the priest card, like it's the higher Turut, higher message card. So you need to seek higher Turut. It's that, inner clarity, our personal moral clarities, our spiritual alignments. And with this angel deck, we found the clairvoyance. I think you need a perspective which can really go beyond that surface pain. And it is both of the also Sagartosa, you need to awaken your spiritual side. And I think October is more about you lifting your gaze from these spilled cups towards the heavenly love that is still there. And I think your soul craves for that vision and trust not just some emotional reactions, you know. And what they need, um, okay, the energy shows the Page of Wands and the Imaneo. Mm, Now, Page of Wands energy is very much enthusiastic and launching and sparks, you know. I think they need a spark, they need a fresh start. They need a union, Imaneo, that feels enthusiastic and renewing. I think there is this need to search for some kind of a youthful excitement, inspiration, though Imaneo is more about binding, partnership. It's the marriage card. It's a commitment energy. But, you know, it can be done in a way that feels celebratory, it seems. And for this, they need to put their struggles behind them so they can see the hardest part is over. I think they need a clean slate. They need a place where joy, commitment replace this heaviness. Maybe this is also coming from that domestico energy, their domestico energy, or that La Donna di Servizio energy, like a super service person, but like forgetting themselves and also their own priorities. So basically, you need healing, vision, you know, spiritual clarity. They need more of like renewal, inspiration, and a partnership which isn't feel burdened by the past, I can say. Okay, now we are going to, what was this one? This was the next move. Okay, your next move. Your next move, Nine of Pentacles clarified by La Conversazione. Their next move, oops, oh my God. Their next move, Strength and Allegrezza al Cuore. Uh, okay, let's start with you. Your next move. Your next move is you are stepping into self-reliance energy. You are taking back that confidence and independence. So this is you building your stability. Um, and I think this independence of you is pretty much reinforced by la conversazione, some discussions, you know, social circles you are entering, and you are entering exchanges with others. Your move is about standing tall, Nine of Pentacles, to present yourself with grace. And it's about Nine of Pentacles communicating, la conversazione, your own word. So you are less about chasing. You are more about showing that you can thrive on your own terms. The Strength and Allegrezza al Cuore, they move with restraint. So they have a lot of auto control, a lot of inner control. Allegrezza al Cuore, they can though, you know, they may try to bring warmth, maybe even reconciliation, I can say. But their move is less direct. They temper themselves. Allegrezza al Cuore can be a third-sided situation. If third party is involved, this can be also how they restrain and control themselves in a third-party relationship or a dynamic. That's why maybe their move is less direct. So deep down, they may want to also show joy, you know, closeness in some way. Everyone shows that in a very different way. But if there is some kind of a beast, they want to tame the beast inside of them before at least approaching you with goodwill, I have to say. Wow, okay, so let's get the next messages. Your hopes and fears, there you go. Is this third party. Your fears and hopes, we have the devil clarified by La Nemica. Oh my God. And their fear and hopes. Oh my God. The High Priestess and the Doctore. Ladies and gentlemen. Whew. You know, the reading started the reading showed the actual thing like in the last cards. Okay, so this is heavy, Aries. Your hopes and fears. This is heavy. There is a fear of the devil. There is a fear of being trapped in very unhealthy dynamics. And it can be obsession, it can be third party interference, and also toxic connections, toxic bonds. This one screams really cautionaries because you fear betrayal, you fear hidden rivals, you fear manipulation. But the hope here is like a part of you, I will tell you something, a part of you craves the intensity, actually, the fire. Maybe there is this forbidden pool, even that the devil can bring. But you are, um, you don't want it to go in wrong dynamics, though. I mean, there is a very thin line, craving passion, but also fear to fear from that entanglement. But I can understand that. I'm perfectly understanding that. And again, High Priestess and the Dottore, some unknown dynamics. They fear the unknown. Also, this can be another uh, third influence. It can be secrecy, things that are left unsaid. Said. Uh, Now, Dottore energy is when okay, this is some kind of a diagnosis, right? He's gonna diagnose. So they may feel it's like a fear about some rational judgment over unknown situation. Like they may fear from, let's say, some truths uncovered, and they are diagnosed. They are, you know, it's like I want to know what the doctor will say, but I fear from the diagnosis kind of thing, which is, which is we all have the similar fear. But they hope deep down for wisdom and clarity, right? So when, of course, we hope for that wisdom and clarity, but we fear uh, also sometimes, I fear what I don't understand. Like maybe it's your inner world. The High Priestess can be also you, your unknown part, your silence, your intuition, your inner world. I fear from what I don't understand, though to define it can be also feel fearful, but I again crave for it. Like they want answers, but they're afraid of what they will reveal, this type of energy. Uh, okay, now the last part of this reading, the forces in between you, Ace of Wands and Militare, and the relationship outcome where this is heading towards is the Chariot and the Casa. Okay. Now, with this person, there is an undeniable passion. There is a spark, attraction, and there is a potential for a new beginning. But Militare, this is the card of strategy, discipline, and sometimes rigidness, um, which it's a uniform card. So you may say it like this. For instance, I have, we have this fire spark, this, passion, attraction, and everything. And the passion is real, but it keeps getting filtered through uniform, through rules, through positions, through control, through defensiveness. It's a charged one, but it's guarded. And also, like, one person will go for, I don't know, like a military push kind of thing, but they, I come and invade here. I don't know. It's, but the other person feels super defensive, very guarded. Like the forces creating two different opposites. Chariot is defense, by the way. See the armor and the casa home hiding. So isn't it very interesting with how cards speak? A person goes defensiveness, or they move towards stability. But the situation can also push forward with determination too. There can be some terms of family, home, foundation, like where do we belong here? Where do we come from? So maybe that there is going to be a decisive step from at least one person about the security of the relationship. Like if you're gonna move it into a solid commitment, or you're gonna decide directing this energy back towards building your own home bases, like going defensive and closing up. There are two dynamics at work here. So of course, the energy is not stagnant. Either you guys both aligning together for building something stable, charity casa, but this can be also one person may also like claim their independence, for instance, and they can build this security in another place, because there is passion, but it's very defensive, Aries. Okay, very defensive. It's colliding with some kind of a structure, like rules, maybe taboos. But there is going to be, it seems, for the end of October, a decision about if this connection has a place in your lives. I think this is the most striking part. So thank you so much, Aries. I hope it has given you insight. If you want this reading as a private format, okay, the information is at the description box below. It's there are two reading types in the channel. One of them is public, the other one is private. So check the private one because it's very comprehensive. Hope though, if this one gives you still insight, very happy. Also check out the collective readings, and that's all from me now. Thank you, Aries, for stepping in and watching. Thank you so much. Bye bye.